session. So DEF, function name, list of formal parameters, if any. That part is called a function heading, and a doc string. And there I said statement 1, statement 2, statement n, and this is done. This is known as what? Indentation block. Function definition is equal to function body plus function heading. And as a part of that, some points also completed. Mr. DJ, the student name is called DJ. Instead of concentrating on emoji symbols, I'm requesting you, please concentrate in the class. Okay? Are you okay? Is it clear for you? Instead of concentrating on emoji symbols, keeping all those things, instead of that, if you concentrate in the class, it is very good. This is my advice. Otherwise, I'll remove from the meeting. Okay? Try to follow carefully. Try to improve your subject, not emoji symbols, showing some thumb symbol up, keeping heart symbol, something like something different symbols you are trying to press. Instead of that, try to improve your subject. The food will come because of that only. Not no food will come because of emoji symbols. It is my advice. I hope you are following me. Okay, you understood my English also. I think so. Now I'll move to the further. So coming to this place, here I'm started with what is the DEF keyword, what is the function name deals with, what are the formal parameters meaning, doc string, and indentation symbol, indentation block, almost all the things you understood in the class. Now it is the time to see, to move to the further. ఏ క్లాస్ అమ్మా మీరు? ఈ క్లాస్ ఎన్ని రోజులైంది మీరు వచ్చి ఇక్కడ కూర్చోవాలి? హౌ మెనీ డేస్ బ్యాక్ యూ కేమ్? So coming to the point of it, so we are discussing formal parameters. What is the point number? Local variables, and what will be the local variables, and formal parameters of scope. You need to understand, and what are the importance of those points. That part we already discussed it, and today we are entering into the index of functions. Syntax for defining the functions in Python. Up to here, last class completed. Now we are entering into number of approaches to define functions. Now I'm going to discuss this area. Try to write down. We are entering into the complete coding today. Open the notes, write down. Write a Python program. Write a Python program. Write a Python program for calculating sum of calculating sum of for calculating sum of two numbers by using functions. Calculating sum of two numbers by using functions. Calculating sum of two numbers by using functions. Right. Very, very important, students. Here, this is our question here. This is a question which I gave you is very important. So once we understand one part, question I am writing, adding of two numbers. Very small example. Adding of two numbers by using functions. By using functions. This example, you must solve it by using functions. To do this example by using functions, there are four approaches are there. To define the function or to solve the above problem, to solve the above problem by using functions. By using functions, we have four approaches. Four approaches we have. What are those approaches? I want to go for it here. So approach number one, what we do there. Approach number one, what we do over there. Approach number two, what we do next. Approach number three, what we do next. Approach number four, what we do. This is what we are going to discuss. Approach number two, what we discussed there. So, approach number three. Approach number four, what we discuss. There are a lot of points we are discussing. Try to try to follow now. So here, these kind of approaches are very useful because I don't want to tell simply the simple mechanism, and these approaches you need to follow. Any one of the approach, we will follow it. All approaches are useful. One approach is the best, another approach is not best, like that. All of them are useful to us. So how to write this now? Go to the PyCharm first. Go to the PyCharm now. So let us take about this type of things. Close this part. Go to the, now I'm going to take up, remove this part and take a new project. 9 a.m. 9 a.m. functions. 9 a.m. functions. So I'm going to take up 9 a.m. functions here. This is a new project which is created here. New project. So in this place, first example, I'm going to talk about it. First example. So here, approach 1.py. So in this approach 1.py, what is my question here? Adding of two numbers. So what will be the inputs here? Two inputs we will take and we'll keep the result into some other variable and we'll do this. Problem is very simple, but we are doing with what? Functions. Why we go for with functions? This kind of things is very important for code reusability. Yesterday's complete examples I said by using what? Code reusability, importance I said. That important only we are going to deal with the functions only. Tell me now what we do. First, before that, I'll tell you a simple example first. Before that, simple example now. Very simplest example I am going to define. DEF. What is the function name? Welcome. I will say some value. I'll say some value over there. I'm just printing that or something like you don't worry about this entire thing. Just I'm going to say welcome to functions. Welcome to functions. What is this line is called? Indentation. What is the line number 1 and 2 or what is the line number 2 and 3? You don't know anything and you will come and sit in front of me. Function definition. This is called function definition. This is called function definition. Yesterday I said, please read and come. Please read and come, I said. This is a function which is available. This is called function definition. This function definition, I'm just executing it. No output will come here. Why no output is coming? Why no output is coming? Why there is no output here? Because of no function call is available. Dear students, to teach you it's a very difficult, my dear students, because you are not reading and you are coming without reading anything. Yesterday I prepared small points and you people are not reading anything. Function definition will execute when we call by using function calls. Without calling functions by using function calls, PVM will not execute function definition. I am asking why there is no output is coming. You should say there is no function call. మీరు ఇది చదువుకొని వస్తే ఆ థాట్ వస్తుంది. If you read and come, you will get that thought. If you don't read and come, you will become dumb. And I will not explain again and again. It's very difficult. I'm saying to you, please read and come. It's my advice. If you don't read and come, it's a very heavy task for me. Difficult. So this part, I need to go for it. So this is a function definition. Function definition. To execute the function definition, you need to have what? Function call. So how do you do the function call? Where to do? Before or after, that is a question mark. Here I'm writing print of I am before I am before function definition. I am before function definition. I am before function definition. Here I am writing after that. Fourth line I am writing I am after function definition. This indicates I'm just showing you the message. First line number one it will come, that will execute. Next it will come to line number two. It come to know that is a function name. Next it will come to line number four. It will not go to the line number three because it's a body. Body will execute when we are going to call the function. Try to look at the answer now. You are going to get I am before the function definition. I am after the function definition. I am before the function definition. I am after the function definition. No definition will execute. I am welcome to functions. Word is not coming because of no function call is available. So function, when we write any program in a simple blind rule, whatever the statements you wrote in a extreme left side, if you written it, those statements only getting executed here. So once again I am executing. This is before function definition. I am after function definition which is getting executed, and it is not executing the function body because we are not calling this at all. Now I need to call this function. Where to call? That is a question mark. I should call the function definition before definition or after the definition. So after the definition you need to call it. So before the definition if we call it, you will get name error. This is called a function call. This is called a function call, which will give you name error. Line number two, error will come. Name error will come because the PVM don't know by line number two. When you are at the line number two, it don't know about the line number three. So you can't make it to execute. So function call should be always after function definition. Function definition. So I'm going to write it once again. I will remove the statements and I'm removing the statements. And now I'm going to talk about run this code. No output is coming. I need to write the statement. A way to write the statement. Definitely line number one is there. Line number four is there. Line number one, I cannot write it. Line number four only I have to write the calling. So I'm going to write it welcome off. What is this line is called? Function call. This program will make you to understand whether the function to be called before or after the definition. There is a question mark. It should be called after the function definition. Line number five. So the program execution, how the flow will be. First it comes to line number one, no statement is present. Line number two, it come to know it is the function name. Then it will come to line number five. Line number five, it is going to come. Line number five. From line number five, it will go to where? Line number two, and then entering in its body. Entering in its body. Welcome to functions. Execute now. Execute now. This is what we are getting. Welcome to functions. If I don't call it, keep the comment here once again. Execute, you will not get anything because the index which is mentioned in my class is so ultimate because to capture this type of deep concept, you need to read and come. If you just keep and sit in front of me without reading, because I may not be able to cope up with your performance, you have to read and come. And by seeing you, nobody might not touch the book. And one or two members by seeing, rest of them did not touch the book. By seeing your faces, I'm getting that. And without you people are reading and coming, it's very difficult for me to continue the subject. And you cannot understand also, even if I explain. That's why read and come, it's my request. So here, welcome. It is going to be executing. So program execution starts from which line? Which line program execution starts from? Line number? Come on. Line number? Huh? Line number? Come on. Mudugola మీరు అసలు ఏం రాదా మీకు అసలు? Don't know anything. Program execution starts from where? Line number 5. When you call it, Then only it will go to this place. If you don't know that, it is very difficult. Whichever line program execution starts, we are naming it as a main program. Naming it as a main program. From which place the actual thing? మీకు ఇట్లాంటి ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చెప్పడం చాలా కష్టం అసలు. This is called a switch. This is a electric switch and this is a tube light. Tube light. And the light will come from where? Switch. Switch first or tube light first? This switch is nothing but function call. This is nothing but function definition. I have to first click on this, then you will get this. This is called a main program. So main program is always to be defined after the definition. So I'm going to write it here. I am from I am before function call. I am before function call. See students, I try my level best to make you to understand. If you don't read and come, helpless. Because the moment when I say definition of the function to execute, you have to say function call. I am before function call, and after that, I am writing after function call. I am after function call. So first here, it is going to come to line number 2. It will just coming to know the name of the function. After that, it will come to the line number 6. From there, it will come to line number 7, function call. Every function call need the function definition. It will go inside the body, it will execute. After execution, it will come back to the main program. It will execute the other statements in the main program. Try to see. Now I'm going to take up, see that I am before the function call. When the function call is there, it will go to the body, execute this function, and after completion of it, it will come to the main program. I am after the function call. This flow you must have the clarity here. So everything is remote is main program only. From remote only this is going to be done. I think you are following me. And moreover, one more thing is welcome, and I'm writing it. Type of welcome. Welcome is one of the variable name which is treated as a function type. Welcome of, I'm going to write it. Welcome of, name of the function. I said already, which type? Which type? ఎందుకని మీరు అసలు వేస్ట్ క్యాండిడేట్స్? సో welcome is called what? Function name is one of the variable name treated as what? Object of what? Function. Already said in the last class only, you have to go for what? Class called what? Function. Class called function. Class called function. So look at that. We are getting class called function. Yesterday's class I was explained it in this place. You need to read and you need to come to the class. So here we are getting class called function type. This I will post it because for my performance, if you don't read and come, always very danger to you, and I can't do anything. If you read, you will come up, otherwise helpless. So this is about function definition, how to define, how to call it, simplest manner I explained to you. Now I'm going to come to my questioning here. Come to my question here. So adding of two numbers by using functions. Now I'm going to write the approach number 1. How many phases are there in the function? How many phases? 3. What are the first phase? Input process అది కాదు అక్కడ. Every function will take the input. Every function must process the input. Every function must gives the output. This is what you need to remember. So that total thing, it depends on that only. So today I'm going to take that example. So let us go to the approach example1.py. Approach example1.py. So there I'm going to write it. Question I'm going to write it. Program for adding of two numbers. Adding of two numbers by using functions. By using functions. There I'm going to write it. DEF function name is called what? ADDOP. Now I'm taking A comma B. Yesterday's class I said mathematics version and I defined the example, everything done. What is the DEF here? Keyword. ADDOP is called what? Function name. A and B are called formal parameters. There I am writing C is equal to A plus B, and the C is called local variable. Here the C is called a local variable. Local variable. And here A and B are called A and B are called what variables? Formal parameters. Formal parameters. Formal parameters. Right. And this is completed. This is called function definition. Coming to once if I execute my result, no output will be coming because there is no function call for this. Function call to be defined from main program. I already said what is the main program now. Here you are going to get it. So there I'm going to pass it. I'm going to write it. ADDOP of you are passing the data 10 comma 20. 10 comma 20, which is called a function call. Which is called a function call. Once there is a function call, it will go to the definition. In the definition, it will carry a value. It will carry the b value here. C is equal to what? A plus b. 10 plus 20. Add it. 10 plus 20. Add it and keep the result into C. C. Now, I want to print the result of it. I want to print the result of it. Now do you print the result? Sum is equal to what? Comma. Come on. C. My dear student. చదువుకుంటారా లేదా మీరు అసలు పోయిన తర్వాత? Will you read after going to home or not? It is an error. You are saying C is an error. చదువుకోండి మధుబాబులు. The value of formal parameters and local variables can be accessed only inside the corresponding function definition only, but not possible to access in other part of the program or in other part of the definition scope of the formal parameters. Yesterday I wrote it. Some level kind of things are what? A, B, C. And I was written sub OP. I wrote that I said XYZ, name error. I wrote it clearly. Still, if you don't say what you are, I don't know. So, but you will come to the class daily. What is the use of that? It will give you an error. C is red underline. It is an error. So here, C, name C is not defined. So C is a local variable which contains the result. So how can I get the result of this C to the function call? For that, we got a keyword called return. Return C. Return C. Local variable value cannot access from outside of the function. Based on my yesterday's explanation, you cannot access the result of the function outside the program. The result of the function to be given outside by using what keyword? The return. The moment when you return C, the left side of the function call must be taken into one variable that is called res. Here I will write res. So how the flow will be? How the flow will be? Now I am going to start. What is the flow? ADDOP of 10 comma 20. This is going to call the function here. It will go to where? Function definition. 10 is going to be transferred there. 20 will be transferred over there. Adding both of them into C and return C. Return is a keyword which is going to give you the value back to the place from where you called. It is going to give you the value to the back from where you called. You called from here. The value will be given back to the place from where you called. That C will be stored in where? RES. So RES is going to contain the value of C. C you cannot access. If I get a doubt, can I access this C? You cannot access the C outside. So I already shown you it is a name error is coming. Try to run this result. You got the answer called what? 30. 30 you got it. Now if you want, you can go forward. One more thing, RES1 is equal to ADDOP of 100 comma 200. 100 comma 200. Print of what you can say, something, sum is equal to, comma, what is this? RES1. So you are calling 2 times and 2 times the result is coming. Function is defined 1 time, many number of times you are calling it. I hope you are following this. What is this 1020? Input. Input stored in where? Formal parameters. Processed inside and giving the result back to the place from where you called. So instead of calling this a fixed data to pass it, I want to pass it a dynamic data. Dynamic data, I want to pass it. So how do you pass it? Int of, input of, or I can take it directly. Float of, input of, enter first value, enter first value. Next, I will take it, enter what next? Second value. Second value, I'm going to take up. Second value. So next I'm going to take it, it is called y. Next I'm going to write it. Some z is equal to, my function name is called addop of x comma y. X comma y, which is known as what? Function call. Which is known as function call. Once you say function call, it will go to where? Function definition. X value will go to a and y value will go to where? B, and a plus b values are added, kept into c. The c result is going to be put it into where? Z. Now I want to print the result. How do you print the result? Sum of sum of first value comma second value is equal to last value. Print of what you know? Format of x comma y comma z. X comma y comma z. XYZ values are printed. Try to run this. So here, carefully try to follow 20 and say 40. The 10 to 10, 20, 40 is going to be obtained from the main program, sending to the function call. Function call will send the x value to a and y value to b, and then a plus b. Keep the result in c. C value will be kept into z, and the z value is going to print sum of 20 comma 10 is equal to 60. This is one thing. You may say one more kind of thing I'm going to take up. What is the another kind of thing? Second time I'm going to take up. The same kind of value I will call it. I'm going to say. Some people will have a doubt. Sir, here AB, here C. When I use same AB here, no problem. A I'm using, here I'm using B value, no problem. Here also I will use a C. This ABC are different. This ABC are different. This ABC are different. This AB is called what? Formal parameter. This C is called what? Local variable. These ABCs are completely different from these ABCs. What are these ABCs? I will tell you very soon in the class. These ABCs are global variables. Right now, don't worry about the global variables and all. Whatever the formal parameters and local variables are there, same local variables and formal parameters, I can use it in the main program itself. I can print them as what? ABC here. A comma B comma C. So I hope that second time I am calling, two times I am calling my function. So here 30 and then 4.5 got the answer, 1.2 and 4.5 you got the answer called something like this. I hope you are understanding. I think it is called what? X comma Y comma Z. I need to pass what? AB. I need to pass AB here. Now you pass it properly. So 20 and say 4.5 and say 1.2 and say 3.4. I got the result called 4.6. So the main intention of writing the second one is whatever the formal parameters are there, local variable, as it is, I can use as a part of what? My functions place, calling place also we can do. So I hope this is clear. I hope so. Is it clear? So any function you want to define it, definition you need to say, and this part you need to take up here, and this is accepting input, printing the result. This is accepting input and printing the result. This is, I think, very clear. And in this place, what is the speciality you observed it? That points I need to tell you. So from where are we taking input? It is an important. Next point is called what? Where are we processing? That is an important. Where is the result is coming? There is where is an output is coming. That is an important. In this place, where are we sending the input here? From which place we are sending the input? Tell me now. From which place you are sending the input here in this program? In this program, we are sending the input from where? No? Come on. We are sending the input from main program is okay. But it's not that much accurately correct. We are sending the input from function call. Yesterday's class, yesterday I said that much easily, and you people are not able to understand why that is. Is it your basic problem or what? Childhood problem? 2 comma 3 is called what? Input. What is this input 2 and 3? Which is called function call. Yesterday's class also. Mathematic related example also I said. What is this 2, 3 is known as? It is an input. This 2 is going to send it to x, 3 is going to send it to y, x plus y. There is a 2 plus 3 is called 5. The 5 is sending back, I said yesterday. What is this 2, 3 called? Out. This x and y are called inputs. This a, b are called formal parameters. Input is coming from function call. Output is receiving at function call, and processing will be done in the function definition. So input taking from function call, input taking from function call, processing done, processing done inside of function body, inside of function body. This is called function body. Inside the processing is done, and the result is giving back to function call, giving back to function call. Return C, the value C is going to give back to the function call. This is my function call receiving the Z by using this return. So input going from function call, in processing will be done inside the body, returning is coming to the function call. These are the points of this is the approach number one. This point is a approach number one. So here to develop any type of application using approach number one of the approaches, we take the input from function call, we do the processing inside the function body, we give the result back to the function call. This is called one of the approach to develop any function. Second way I'm going to talk. Second way I'm going to talk about it. Approach example 2.py. There are totally 4 approaches are available. So I think that example 2.py. Example 2.py. So there I'm going to take up. Same. Questioning is same. Approach 2.py. Program for here. Of course, I'll take the same points as this, pages as this. Here I'm going to write it. Writing like this. Adding of 2 numbers by using where we take input, where we do the processing, where we give the result. I'm going to tell the approach number 2. Here I'm going to write it DEF ADDOP. Today I'm not going to take anything. This is called a function definition. I'm not taking any formal parameters. Earlier I took it as a formal parameters here. Here. For list of formal parameters, if any. If any means if it is taking, we will take up. Today I'm not taking anything here. But when you are not taking the input from function call, how it is going to be? It needs to take the input then. So where I'm taking, take the input. Take input. In where I'm taking, in function body only I'm taking. So how do you take it? A of float of input of enter first value. Enter first value. I am reading the input in the function body itself. Second one is called b is equal to enter second value. Enter second value. B is equal to process to be done inside the body. This is processing. C is equal to A plus B. I am doing the processing in the body, taking the input in the body, processing inside the body. Next what? Display the result. Display the result. Display the result. How do you print? Sum of first value, comma second value is equal to last value. Format of A comma B comma C. A comma B comma C. where I did everything inside the function body itself. When I run my code, output will not be coming because of no function call is available. No function call is available. So coming to the main program, in the main program, if you look at just ADDOP only, I'm going to say this is known as function call. This is known as a function call. ADDOP off. I'm saying once you say ADDOP off, it will be going to this definition. Here I'm not passing anything so that I'm not taking anything here. Earlier, if you look at these are all number of approaches. ఒక ప్రాబ్లం సాల్వ్ చేయడానికి కావాల్సిన టెక్నిక్స్. టు సాల్వ్ ద ప్రాబ్లమ్ ఐఎమ్ టెల్లింగ్ ఆల్ ద టెక్నిక్స్. If you don't get this knowledge, becoming waste. So XY are called what? Function call. In the function call, I am passing XY. This X is passing to A, this Y is passing to B. This is one technique. Another technique is just calling the function, no input is passing. Then where do you take the input? Inside the function body. Where do you process it? Inside the function body. Where do you display the result? Inside the function body. Everything to be done in the function body only. This is the second technique. Let us run this code. Same output. 4 and 6 got the output. One more time. 3.4 and 5.65, and you will be getting the answer is called something like this. So either you can go for approach number 1 or approach number 2, whichever is convenient for you, you can do it. To solve one problem, there are 4 solutions are there. First solution is this one, and the second solution I am going to take it. So where are we taking input? Inside the function body. మీకు ఫంక్షన్ బాడీ అంటే తెలియదు, ఫంక్షన్ హెడ్డింగ్ అంటే తెలియదు, నథింగ్ నోన్ టు ద టర్మినాలజీ. Yesterday's class I said function body this is, function heading this is. So yesterday I said very clearly about the total terminology. Input taking inside the function body. Where are we processing? Inside the function body. Where are we displaying? Inside the function body. Everything done inside the function body. This is a second technique. First technique is this one, and second technique is this one. This is done. Execute it. Say 5, 6. Got the answer. You go to the approach number 1. Execute the first approach. 5 and 6 getting the same output. 7 and 8 getting different type of output. Either you go for approach number 1 or go for approach number 2. What the first approach takes? Taking values from where? Function call. Returning values to whom? Returning values to whom? Function call. That is first approach. This is what I did. Taking values from function call, returning values to the function call. That is the first approach. Second approach, not taking values from where? Function call. But where I am taking? Inside the function body. Not returning values to the function call. I am displaying the result inside the function body itself. This is called a second approach. Third approach I want, fourth approach I want. So, third approach is what? Third approach is taking values, not returning values. Not taking values and returning values. If I cross it, you will get third and fourth will be prepared. ఇది కూడా అర్థం కాకపోతే, if you don't understand that, 0, 0, 1, 1 ఇలా చెప్పింటాం. Boolean values, bitwise values. And what is this now? 0, 0 like this. And what is this now? 0, 1, 1, 0 like this. Still you don't know that. Still you don't know. And if you are totally out of order. True, false. False, true. False, true. What is this now? True, true. False, false. So if you know only 2, the rest of the 2 will be prepared by going for crossing like that. What is this now? Here, taking values, not returning values, not taking values, returning values. So third approach I want to go for it now. And the fourth approach I want to go for it. I hope you are following me. If you don't follow, what you can do, you can't do anything. But I will teach so detailed subject. If you don't follow, we are not responsible. Because I don't want to go for like your old days. Because I cannot go for making you to read on behalf of you. So third approach I am going to enter. Approach example 3.py. Approach example 3.py. Because functions are very, very important. You need to have complete reading of the notes daily. Approach number three, what is happening? Try to see here input. Taking input from where? Function call. Done in the function body and displaying the result in the function body itself. Displaying the result in the function body itself. I'm not going to return the result. So how do you define DAF? First, if you go to the main program, for example, main program. If I go to the main program, ADDOP, I'm passing 1020. It is called a function call. See that we are taking input from function call. This is a function call. For every function call, you need what? Function definition. Otherwise, you will get name error. So name error is coming. So I need to define that. How to define DEF ADDOP A comma B? I am going to take it. A comma B. So 10 is going over there and 20 is going to B. Now I need to add them. C is equal to A plus B. Now I need to print the result. I need to print the result then and there. Earlier I used to say what? Return of C in the approach number one. Return of C. But here in the earlier one, no return statement. That's why left side I did not write anything. In approach number three, I am not returning. I am simply saying what? Print of sum of first value comma second value is equal to last value. Format of A comma B comma C. This is nothing but what? Taking input from function call, doing the process inside the function body, and display the result inside the function body itself. This is called the another approach. Since I am not returning, you are not getting any result back here. Suppose if by mistake if we write it RES, what is the value of RES here? Printer value of RES is equal to what? Then anybody can answer it. What is the value of RES? No value is coming from this place to this RES. No value coming from this ADDOP to this RES. What is the value of RES? Hmm? మనకంత లేదు అసలు. None. No value is coming over there. It is going to be none. None is the data type already explained in the class. So none is going to be present over here. Result is coming and it is printing none here. So here, these are all interview based point of view, very, very important. 10, 20, 30 result came. Value of RES is none because it is not returning any result. No value will present inside of it. But there is no meaning of writing RES over there. So nothing to write RES. Because when it is coming in interview point of view, if you read the notes so thoroughly, you will answer everything. So output is called what? 30 here. But I want to pass dynamic data here. How to pass the dynamic data? I'm going to take up, enter first value, second value, third value, like that I want to get it. Here I'm passing x comma y, x comma y. You pass it. Function call by taking input. Let's run this now. 4.5, 4.5, 6.7. You are getting the answer. This is called approach number three. What are we doing in approach number three? Once again, I am taking the input from where? Function call, doing the process inside the function body, and done this, and we are displaying the result inside the function body itself. We are giving the result inside the function body itself. This is called the third approach factors here. So you can solve the any function by using approach 1, or you can do by approach 2, or you can go for approach number 3. Any one of the approach you can take it. I hope students in the online, I hope you are following me. Approach number 3 also I will go for keeping here. Approach number 3. Online students, can you respond it? Is it clear or confusing? Is it clear or confusing? Offline students, confusing or clear? Clear. If it is clear, it is okay. If it is confusing, so we can't do anything else because terminology is most important. Terminology related subject must read and need to come. So, hmm, Suman Kumar, clear sir, application 2 and 3 looks similar. For you, it looks similar. For me, it is completely different. So, approach number 2, where are we taking input? Inside the body. Approach number 2, where I am taking the input? Main program. Similar, huh? Suman Kumar, if you look at both of them similar, it's very danger. It's very danger. Where I am taking input, that is an important. Approach number 2, I am not passing anything in the function call. Approach number 3, I am passing the input in function call. If we feel both of them are similar, we are helpless. Okay. Next approach number 4. I want to go for approach number 4. Approach number 4. So now I will go to approach number 4. What is this approach number 4 deals with? As I said already to you, this is called 3 only. What is that? First approach is taking values, and next is what? Returning values. Not taking values, not returning values. And next what? Taking values, not returning values. But here, not taking values, but want to return the values. This approach I want to go for it. This approach I want to go for it. Approach number 4, I am going to take it. So easy, not a difficult. So those who regularly practice and read the notes daily, these are all called just left hand, left finger. These are all just left hand, left finger. Go to the approach number 2. I'll just try to carry. Okay, I will define freshly. Here I will take it. Only questioning I will carry. Questioning I will carry. Approach number 4. Try to take out. Remove these points. Okay, input. What is that? Input taking inside the body, processing inside the body, and giving the result to whom? Function call. That point I'm going to take up. This factors where I'm taking the input in function body. Processing will be done in where? Inside the function body. Giving the result back to whom? Function call. So approach number 4.py. I'm going to take up. Example, main program. By seeing the points, not taking from function call. So ADDOP simply, it is going to be called a function call. Error will come because there is no function definition. It is called a name error. So I need to define DE of ADDOP. ADDOP. Inside of it, now I'll take the input. So how do you take the input inside? Now I'm taking processing also. Now I'm going to take up. I'm taking input in the body. I'm processing inside the body. Now I need to give the result back. Give result back. Give the result back to. Give result back to. Give result back to function call. Function call. For that I'm going to say return C. Return C I'm going to take up. And in left side I'm going to hold RS. So I'm going to print the result as what? Sum is equal to comma what? RS. These are all called multiple ways of doing the classics. Execute it. So enter the value. First value 30, 40, and 70 the result is coming. But I want to print the result as what? Like this, like other formats. sum of 30 comma 40. 30 comma 40 is equal to 70. Like this, I want to print it. To print like that, I need to go for what? Something different. So our approach number 3, how it was printed? How it was printed? Say some 6 and 7, got the result 13. Like that, I want to print approach number 4 also. For that only written C. Now I want to print the result like earlier. How do you print it? Print of sum of first value comma second value is equal to what? Resultant value. Dot format of, come on, A comma B comma RS. Take your bag and go to home. మీకు ఎన్నిసార్లు చెప్పిన అంతే. యూఆర్ ఆల్ ఇంటర్నేషనల్ స్టూడెంట్స్. పాయింట్ నంబర్ 7 ఆల్రెడీ చెప్పాను మీకు. అగైన్ యు ఆర్ సేయింగ్ ద సేమ్. The values of formal parameters and local variables can be accessed only inside the corresponding function definition, but not possible to access in other part of the program. You will get what? Error. I already said in the class, first program only you said wrong. I corrected it and I gave some explanation for it. Here only you said print of C you said. I said wrong. Again you are saying now also wrong. Print of A comma B comma RES you are saying. How many times I have to say to students? Say A and B are formal local variables. How can you access outside? Already చెప్పాను కదా, already I said. Again same mistake. Execute it. 4, 5 errors will come now. A got an error. How can you say A comma B comma RES? 22 years old you are, and A not possible to access. Obviously B not possible to access because A and B are called what? Local variables. Cannot be accessible from where? Outside. Not possible to access. So you will be getting error here. So here 8 and 9 I am getting error is coming. A is not defined. Then how to do it? Then how to do it? That is the point here. So in Python, if you are having how to get this AB, as you are returning C or not, like that I will return what also? A also, comma B also, comma C also I will return. So return statement not only returns a single value, it can also return more than one value. So here I will write it. Here return can return